Hey there, fellow preppers. Winter is on the horizon, and it's time to get ready to face the challenges that lie ahead. In today's guide, we're diving into some critical information about 20 food products that are going to be absolute lifesavers during the winter of 2023. Now, you might be wondering why we're putting so much emphasis on prepping this year. Well, the truth is that the world is facing some unprecedented challenges. Global weather patterns are going haywire, fuel prices are skyrocketing, and supply chain disruptions are becoming all too common. All of these factors are driving up the prices of everyday food items and even threatening their availability. So, let's get right into it and talk about these essential food items you should have in your prepping arsenal this winter. 1. Peanut butter. Now, you might think peanut butter is a stable pantry item, but not this year. Drought conditions in key peanut-growing regions like the southern United States are impacting peanut yields. Plus, with fuel prices going through the roof, the cost of transporting this protein-rich delight is also soaring. Be prepared for a potential 10% price increase in peanut butter by the end of 2023. 2. Pasta. Who doesn't love a good plate of pasta? Well, you might have to shell out a bit more for that comfort food this winter. Wheat, the primary ingredient in pasta, is facing challenges from unpredictable weather patterns. On top of that, processing and transporting pasta is becoming more expensive due to higher fuel costs. Brace yourselves for an 8% price hike by the end of the year. 3. Chicken. Chicken is a versatile protein source, but it's not immune to the rising costs of the times. Feed costs for poultry are climbing, and processing labor isn't getting any cheaper either. Throw in the added burden of increased fuel prices for transportation, and you're looking at a potential 9% increase in chicken prices by the end of 2023. 4. Bananas. Bananas are a favorite snack for many, but climate change-induced storms, diseases, and pests are taking a toll on banana production. The increasing labor and transportation costs, courtesy of those high fuel prices, are also playing a role in driving up banana prices. Experts predict a 7% increase in banana prices by the year's end. 5. Milk. The good old glass of milk might become a bit pricier too. Rising feed costs for dairy cows, along with the increased expenses for packaging materials and transportation due to those soaring fuel prices, are pushing milk prices up. Expect to see a 10% price increase by the end of 2023. 6. Tofu. For all you tofu lovers out there, listen up. The price of tofu made from soybeans is on the rise. Unfavorable weather conditions are wreaking havoc on soybean crops, and that's just the beginning. Processing, packaging, and transportation costs are all climbing due to those pesky rising fuel prices. Be prepared to pay about 10% more for tofu by the end of the year. 7. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are a kitchen staple, but they might become a bit pricier due to extreme weather conditions like floods and droughts affecting crop yields. Harvesting and transportation costs are also feeling the pinch from those escalating fuel prices. Expect an 8% increase in tomato prices by the end of the year. 8. Eggs. Whether you like them scrambled, fried, or boiled, eggs are a versatile and affordable source of protein. However, their prices are set to rise due to increasing feed costs for poultry. On top of that, packaging materials and transportation expenses are going up because of those ever-climbing fuel prices. Brace yourselves for a potential 9% increase in egg prices by the end of 2023. 9. Spinach. Popeye's favorite superfood, spinach, might not be as budget-friendly as before. Unfavorable weather conditions are impacting crop yields, and processing, packaging, and transportation costs are all climbing due to those rising fuel prices. Spinach prices are expected to rise by approximately 7% by the end of the year. 10. Lentils. Lentils are a nutritious and affordable source of protein, but they may become less budget-friendly. Unfavorable weather conditions are affecting lentil crops, and the costs of processing, packaging, and transportation are all on the rise due to those pesky fuel prices. Be prepared for an 11% increase in lentil prices by the end of the year. 11. Apples. An apple a day might keep the doctor away, but it might also cost you a bit more this winter. Unpredictable weather patterns are impacting apple orchards, and the costs of harvesting and transportation are feeling the heat from those increased fuel prices. Economists predict an 8% price increase for apples by the end of the year. 12. Cereal. Breakfast might get a bit costlier this winter. The price of cereal is expected to rise due to a combination of factors. Unpredictable weather conditions have impacted ingredients like wheat and corn, which are key components of many cereals. These weather woes, along with higher fuel prices affecting transportation and packaging costs, are contributing to an estimated 8% increase in cereal prices by the end of the year. 13. Honey. The sweet nectar of honey might not be as sweet for your wallet. A decline in bee populations, partly attributed to climate change, is affecting honey production. Couple that with rising fuel prices impacting transportation costs, and you're looking at an estimated 9% increase in honey prices by the end of the year. 14. Corn. Corn, a staple crop in many parts of the world, is facing challenges. Climate change-induced erratic weather patterns are causing problems like droughts and excessive rains, which can seriously dent crop yields. Additionally, the rising costs of harvesting and transportation, mainly due to skyrocketing fuel prices, are contributing to an expected 8% price increase for corn by the end of the year. Don't forget the high demand for biofuel production, corn's use in animal feed, and the booming popcorn market during winter, which all play a part in the price surge. 15. Canned tuna. Canned tuna, a go-to protein source for many, might become a bit pricier. Overfishing and ocean pollution are taking their toll on tuna populations and the marine ecosystem. Add in those pesky rising fuel prices, which increase the costs of fishing operations and transportation, and you're looking at an estimated 12% increase in canned tuna prices by the end of the year. Political instability and trade restrictions in major tuna exporting countries also come into play. 16. Asparagus. Springtime favorite, asparagus, is facing some challenges of its own. Changing weather patterns are affecting crop growth, with droughts and frost events causing damage. Rising costs of harvesting and transportation, thanks to those climbing fuel prices, are contributing to higher prices. Labor shortages in major asparagus-producing regions are another factor to consider. All in all, be prepared for a potential 9% increase in asparagus prices by the end of the year. 17. Oranges. Oranges, known for their vitamin C content, might become a bit pricier. Unpredictable weather patterns like excessive rainfall, frost, and high temperatures are taking a toll on citrus orchards, damaging the fruit and reducing yields. Add in the increased costs of harvesting and transportation due to those rising fuel prices, and you're looking at an estimated 7% increase in orange prices by the end of the year. Pests and diseases, such as citrus greening disease, can also further decrease supply, driving prices up. 18. Ice cream. Dessert lovers, brace yourselves. Ice cream, that sweet indulgence, is likely to see a price hike. Key ingredients like milk, cream, and sugar are becoming more expensive due to various factors. High feed costs and changing weather patterns are affecting dairy production, pushing up dairy prices. Sugar prices are on the rise for similar reasons. And don't forget the escalating costs for packaging materials and transportation, all thanks to those pesky fuel prices. Anticipate an estimated 10% increase in ice cream prices by the end of the year. 19. Green tea. For those who appreciate a cup of green tea for its health benefits, be prepared for potential price increases. Climate change is shaking up the tea plantations, especially in major producing countries like China and India. Temperature and rainfall changes are impacting tea yields and quality. On top of that, processing, packaging, and transportation costs are all on the rise due to those soaring fuel prices. Rising labor costs in these tea-producing regions add to the overall expenses. Experts predict green tea prices to rise by about 10% by the end of the year. 20. Shrimp. Seafood enthusiasts, take note. The cost of shrimp is on the rise due to a complex mix of environmental and economic factors. Ocean pollution, disease outbreaks in shrimp farms, and the impact of climate change on marine ecosystems are all affecting shrimp populations. Overfishing is also a serious concern. Throw in those higher fuel prices, which increase the costs of fishing operations and transportation, and you're looking at an estimated 11% increase in shrimp prices by the end of the year. Trade restrictions and labor shortages in shrimp farming can further contribute to the price hike. Thank you all for tuning in and staying informed. As winter approaches, being a prepared prepper means understanding these challenges in the food supply chain and making smart choices for your pantry. Stay safe and ready for whatever the winter of 2023 has in store.